Last vape. I've got to have a vape before I come on. What? What you doing, Flea Flea? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on then. Good morning, good morning. My eyes are looking like sheep's fannies this morning. Good morning, Claire. How are you, my lovely lady? Fifi says hello wherever she's gone. I can't get her on. There she is. Morning, Antoinette. Morning, Karen. I hope you managed to get some sleep, Claire. House full this morning, today. Sunday lunch at Claire's. We're coming next time. More the merrier. I think Yolanda's still in bed unless she's on. Pooped. I'm cleaning like a mad woman. Good morning, Tracy. Do you know? Good morning, Bronwyn. Sending love to you across the waters, my lovely. How's everybody been? How's everybody's weekend going? Got hair in my eyes. Morning, Nita. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Hope everybody's well. My eyes, I'm so tired. And I don't know why. I'm broken sleep, I think. So I'm going to be yawning this morning. But I'm going to keep my glasses on because I don't know if you can see through glasses. My eyes really do look like sheep's bunnies. We just up Shazzy's for her birthday. It were a birthday yesterday, weren't it? Happy birthday, Shazzy, for yesterday. And today it's our Joanne's, Joanne Brown. She's our moderator. It's her birthday too. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shazzy and Joanne. Happy birthday to you. But yeah, can you see them? Don't my eyes look like sheep's fannies through these glasses? It's so bad. It's shocking my eyes. Shocking, I'll tell you. Um, Hey dear, what do we know? What do we know? Enjoyed last night. Hey, Jackie, hope you're well this morning. There's no hope, John. No hope for what, Dave? No hope for what? What we hoping for? If we're hoping for me to grow a brain, it won't grow. It stopped growing. It's stunted. Hey dear. Thank you everybody for the happy birthdays to everybody's birthdays. So last night's investigation, really interesting one again last night. A few things happened. We had a few flashing balls going off. We had quite a bit coming through that were relevant to the place. Such sad history though, on that mining disaster. I mean, John read, I think it was three A4 sheets, 3 sheets of paper out last night with history. He thumped me in the Swede the other night. Reckon he's copying you. Who did that, Tracy? Great night. It was so sad. It was Antoinette. It was really sad. I mean, I can't even imagine what it would have felt like to have been trapped underground, knowing that there were no exits, and then to have explosion after explosion after explosion. There's no wonder that the energy does linger on there. I do believe that they're all at peace. I do believe the vote Dave did. Dave, I'll be punching you in your turnip, Swede. In your turnip. I'll punch you in your turnip, Dave, when I see you. Punching poor Tracy. um, but I missed last night was rather a robbery after a bottle of Bailey's with JD. Do you know, Dave? Do you know mixing them two is not a good mix? Not for a headache the next morning. It's not. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now. I've put myself off. I don't know what I was saying myself. Missed last night. Oh, missed it was good. We went back to Barnsley, Maine. Which for those that are going to watch it and catch up back on it, it is a old pit. It's closed now. But back in 18, what were it, John? 8 year, but explosion. In 1866, there was one of the UK's biggest explosions. Oh, it was England's biggest explosion in the within the mining community. And they actually, I didn't realise it was 1991 that they closed. Yeah, 1991. Stuck underground, you said. Yeah, they were all stuck underground when mines collapsed. There were three explosions over a period, I think it was 3 days. Were there more than three explosions? Oh, John's saying explosions went on for weeks. Morning, David. Hope you're well. Apparently explosions went on for weeks. And the people going down to rescue them, they got trapped down there. They died, and a lot died after fight due to what were it, damp?
No, they died while they were down there, from after damp.
After damp, it was called. It's so sad. Honestly, I mean, John does the full history right at the beginning, and it's heartbreaking to read actually. So it was July 24th yesterday. So I'll read yesterday's and then we'll have a natter before I go on to reading today's. So 24th of July, the first Olympic marathon was won initially in London by a Italian called Dorando Pietri today in 1908. It ended with a lap of the Olympic track in White City. Never heard of White City. Petrai entered the stadium utterly exhausted and first went the wrong way until umpires put him right, and was then helped up several times when he collapsed. The final assisted 350 metres took him 10 minutes. One American spectator effused afterwards that what he had witnessed was surely the greatest race of the century. When the second place runner, American Johnny Hayes, protested, Petrie was duly disqualified, but his achievement was revered all over the same and drew pundits from around the world. In spite of his removal from the official results, Queen Alexandria awarded him a special gilt cup. Watching was the correspondence for the Daily Mail and the author of Sherlock Holmes story, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The Italian's great performance, he wrote, can never be erased from our records of sport. Be the decision of the judges what it may. At Conan Doyle's best, the Mail began a subscription which helped Petrie open a bakery in his hometown. Subsequently, races were organised between Petrie and Hayes, as well as others, on an American tour. The first Olympic marathon course ran from Windsor Castle to the White City Stadium, through Eton, Slough, and other places in West London, Harrow, Wembley, Willesden. The precise distance has not yet become established. Organisers have simply requested a race of about 25 miles. The impossibility of entering the track by the royal entrance and the need to preserve a good view of the finish meant the final lap was run clockwise rather than more usual anti-clockwise for purely practical reasons. As a result, the final distance was 26 miles plus 385 yards on the track, though subsequently so renowned had the race become, its arbitrary length became the standard. Slough, yeah, my hometown. It's mentioned in our book of history there. Never mind me. I hope you're well. How is your bike? I'm recovering, David, from the runaway scooter. For those, I don't know whether John caught it on camera, but I had to come off the track slightly because there's like old mining tracks. I think it would have been where pit ponies would have brought the coal out or whatever. And I had to go on grass, but I didn't realise that there were dents in the grass. So as I've gone over the grass, my mobility scooter sort of like went down a little pothole, and I sort of like lost control of the mobility scooter, and it sort of like just turned. But as it just turned, there were like a drop, and then there were another drop, and then it went back up on other track, and mobility scooter just went bump, bump, bump. and I jarred me back a little bit last night while I was doing the antics on the mobility scooter. So, but from that, all is good. I'm not in that much pain this morning, which I'm quite glad of because I've only just got over last weekend's painful excursion, is it? Excavation? I don't know, but you know what I mean. But no, it was quite funny. I'm like, when we ended live, I says to John when we got, guys, you didn't catch that, did you? He says, I don't know. He says, I only saw you. It was a shit wheelie. It were a shit wheelie. Hey, David. We didn't mean to do a wheelie though. If I'd have meant to do it, it might not have been shit. It was so funny though, honestly. Me and that scooter, I'm like, you know, I need to be off road. It's a good job I don't actually use it on road. But I've took people out on it before.
Another bit of interesting information about what you've just talked about.
Oh, go on.
White City is a district in London.
All right.
Right. And the stadium from the 1908 Olympics, it was also used for the Franco-British exhibition.
Yeah.
In 1908. It was demolished in 1985 to make way for the BBC White City building. And today, the 1908 Olympics are commemorated with a list of athletes inscribed on the side of the BBC Broadcast Centre building. And the athletics finish line is marked in the paving outside the building.
If anybody's down that way, send us a screenshot or a little video. That's right, White City's down my way. Hey, Lisa. It wasn't funny, really. I could see you were hurt. David, it was funny. You've got to laugh, though. I mean, I was laughing at myself when we got in car. I was like, I couldn't believe I'd lost control at scooter. That second time, the last time I lost control like that, we'd gone to Magpie Mine, and I forgot his name that we Carl. There were me, John Carl, and a couple of others. And Carl's been out with us before on a couple of investigations with Lewis. And we were going up this track to get to mine. This was before we realised that we could actually take the car up. And there were a field full of cows. So we was going through this field and I were on scooter. Well, I'm petrified of cows. Absolutely scared poops of cows. And this cow started looked like it were going to start chasing me. So I put the scooter on full blast. And I went down, and because on that path, next time we'll show it you, and there's like bumps all over. I went down a bump. Well, I nearly shot off other side. And at the side, there were like two dips and a brick wall. Carl went to catch back in my scooter. John just screamed at me to take my feet off floor. And then I just realised I've got to let go of handle because I forget to let go of handles, you see. So I continued going. Luckily, I didn't end up in this ditch. But I honestly, it was so funny to witness. I mean, everybody, John and Carl didn't know whether to laugh at me or like not in case I would have played Elwiam laughing at me. But then I started laughing at myself and they just sort of like joined in. But honestly, I'm a danger. I'm a danger on that scooter. I think I should have an alarm going off whenever I'm moving it. I feel sorry for people that stand behind me because I do take them out. I don't know how many times I've run over John's foot. And I've actually run over his foot and he's gone, you've run over my foot. And I've kept the scooter on, and in panic, I've gone forward, reversed, forward, and then he's like shouted, and then I've like reversed off him. It's I'm naughty with that. So this morning's weather forecast. The weather forecast this morning, I'm looking out of the window. It's very cloudy. It's very dull, and we've just gone up to 21 Celsius. So I don't know whether I don't think it's going to be a hot day. What did you say? Your eyes look like sheep's fannies. Eyes look like sheep's fannies. You can see, look, they're very slitty. They're very red round as well. If I take my glasses off, see dark, you can see how I'm lacking a iron. But if you look, they do, don't they? They look like sheep's fannies. Yeah. Morning, Linda. Hope you're well. Got a late night tonight. Oh, bless you. Make sure you get some sleep. See if you can have a nanny nap, as I call them, this afternoon. It's sunny in Carlisle, 23 here in sunny Chester. Well, we've got no sunshine in shitty Sheffield. I do love Sheffield, really. So yes, we'll see. How do you know what a sheep's fanny looks like? You've been close. I googled it. Actually, when I googled it, it didn't really look like a sheep's fanny, but I'm still going to say they look like sheep's fannies because they're like slits and like they're round. I said to John, Google what a sheep's fanny looks like, and he went, "I'm not." He says, "That's on my Google search." So I ended up googling it, seeing. I'm like, my eyes really look like them. Morning, Sandra. For all those joining, we're talking about sheep's fanny eyes this morning. Well, I think they're saying um, when me and John got together, my eyes were tired. You should know. When me and John got together, my eyes were tired, and I said to him, "Morning, Gillian. My eyes look like sheep's fanny. My eyes look like shit." And John says, "I've never heard of that." I says, "I'm telling you." He says, "It's not." He says, "It's piss. Is it piss holes in snow?" He says it isn't. The saying is your eyes look like piss holes in snow. And I went, "No, it's not." So then I said to Jordan, "Jordan, ain't it? Your eyes look like sheep's fannies." And Jordan went, "I've never heard of that, Mom." I think it's one I made up myself. Dye your eyebrows white and fluff them, make it look more official. Hey, Andy. Oh, why did you Google that? What?
We've also, after that.
Oh, yeah, we had to put a poll on after that because I said I was right. So we put a poll up on Facebook. Who's heard a sheep eyes like sheep's fannies, or who heard as piss holes in the snow?
No one.
Piss holes in the snow won, but I still stand by my sheep's fannies.
Yeah.
Oh dear! Just had my granddaughter's COVID result. It was positive. Sending loads of love, Sandy. But do you know what? A lot of young ones are getting it, and they don't. They seem to be, even though they've got it, they don't seem to have the symptoms as adults have it. So fingers crossed for you, Sandy, my lovely. Why on earth did you go? I had to Google it, Tracy, to see what my eyes look like. It's not piss holes in the snow, Karen. Honestly, next time you're tired, just say to whoever you're with, God, my eyes are like sheep's fannies. The lucky you've gone out, but it's a real saying. Trust me, I've tried to Google it and I can't find it on Google. But there is a saying, and I'm sure it's that. But I've said that for years. Years and years and years and years. Oh, dear. So yeah, next time you see anybody, or make a comment and say, "Oh God, don't your eyes look like sheep's fannies?" And if there's a pardon, so you look tired. They'll love you for it. So today,
actually, there is, and you can't read it out. Well, it is actually an Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, see?
It doesn't say.
I won't read it. Oh, eyes like sheep.
C word.
See you next Tuesday in Urban Dictionary. A tourist to suborbital or orbital space through commercial space. That didn't say no. But it is. Eyes like sheep. Pleasure. Oh, I'm not reading any of them out.
That's what I said. You can't really read them out.
No.
No. Get it off my phone.
That's a sheep's fanny. Morning, Alison. Hope you're well. Oh dear. That's what sheep says to me now. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh God, he's crazy. Right, let's find out what happened. Morning, Rich. Let's find out what happened. Oh no, I see it. Oh dear. We're gonna read now. We're gonna read now. On the 25th of July. I might have to give this to John to read because my reading's right bad. No king in Europe's history better illustrates the terrible diversion unleashed by the Protestant Reformation than Henry VIII, King of France, and that were Henry VIII, weren't it, or Henry V?
I don't know. I can't see
That
it.
one. It's 1V. Fourth. Oh, it's none of them. It's none of them. How do we unsee that? It's why your eyes look like sheep's fannies. You have to get hold of Paul to see if you were a sheep in a previous life. Oh, dear. Trying to say that I were a sheep's ass, Tracy. Henry IV, King of France, and Navarre, born a Catholic, raised a Protestant, he narrowly avoided assassination countless times, fought for his faith, made one of the great compromises by renouncing it, only to eventually be murdered by a fanatic. He is famous for his quip, "Paris is worth a mass," an age repeated ever since by politicians who have sacrificed their own beliefs on the altar of their ambition. By 1593, France had been mired in 3 decades of chaos and civil war. Millions had died as an unstable succession coincided with bitter religious disputes caused by the adoption of Protestantism by factions within the French elite. In 1572, thousands of Protestants
Be careful.
Sorry, Protestants were slaughtered in Paris. I'm sorry, at the Saint Bartholomew's Day massacre. Henry was lucky to escape with his life. In 1587, the Catholic League forced the weak French king to disinherit. Henry, who at that stage was the heir presumptive, this ignited another vicious bout of conflict known as the War of the Three Henrys, as 3 parties, all led by Henry, fought for control of France. Henry won, significant victorious on the battlefield, leaving him in pole position to succeed when the king died in 1589. His Protestantism left him illegitimate in the eyes of the swathe of his subjects, and today, in 1593, at the urging of his lover, Gabrielle d'Estrées, he renounced his Protestantism. Paris and the throne of France was indeed worth a mass. His rather mercenary conversation enraged Queen Elizabeth, his Protestant neighbour and donor, who hoped that a Protestant France would leave England less isolated, but it seemed to have convinced a majority of his subjects, and his reign was regarded as a success, earning him the good King Henry. A majority, but not all. In May 1610, a Catholic fanatic stabbed him to death when his carriage was stuck in traffic in Paris. In an age that demanded unambiguous religious purity, Henry's pragmatism provoked the enemy of both sides. Morning, Anne. You're balmy. You have to get hold of Paul. So, yes, that's what happened on the 25th of July. What's that?
I think it's time for beers, Jonathan.
This is what I sent John ages ago.
Time for beers, Jonathan. I think it's time for beers, Jonathan.
I think it's time for beers, don't you? No, it's not good time. It's not time for beers. That was 4 years ago today. I sent John that. I think we were on boat then, weren't we? I think it's time for beers. But yeah, so last night really good. Not sure where we're going tonight just yet. I've got to message Claire in a bit to see if her legs are ready for some walking. Because Claire has got a busy day today. So yeah, so I am going to let you go, and I am going to go to sleep now. because my eyes are like sheep's fannies and they are going to sleep. And I've proved that they are. I've given you a picture. I've given you an image. You'll never unsee. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Have a great evening. Love you loads, and we'll see you later on. If once I've had a nanny nap this morning, if I can, I'll come back on this afternoon. Whether it's just for a chit chat or whether it's to do something. Won't watch tonight. I'm at the Ancient Ram. Ooh, Linda, have a good night, my lovely lady. You'll have to let us know how you get on, sweets. Let us know if you catch anything. So yeah, everybody have a great night. Linda, have a good night. And everybody, we shall see you later on. Love you loads, guys. Mwah. Much love. Bye. Sweet dreams, Nita. Sweet dreams to those on holiday. Were there Thursday? Oh, we're there Thursday. Oh, you're going to Ancient on Thursday, Tracy. Oh, look at your lot going there. Have a great night. I'll speak to you then before then, Tracy. So hopefully we'll be able to compare notes between you and Linda on what you've caught or what you've not caught, and we'll be able to see if we can back each other's up evidence-wise. Adios, amigos. No worries, Dave. Morning, Adam. We're just finishing sweets. But you'll have to look back. It's very educational. So right. Love you loads, guys. Mwah. Take care. Bye.